The Blu Life Play, this is my full review. So going over the specs first, it's 7.9 millimeters thin, thick, however you want to say it. It comes in 5 different colors: blue, pink, yellow, white, and black, I believe. It's an HSPA Plus device. The L100A model, which is the one I have, will pick up HSPA Plus and 4G, 3G for T-Mobile and AT&T. I don't know about the L100i. That's been the most common thing. Is there a special model or something like that? But this is the L100A, which picks up T-Mobile HSPA Plus, 3G, 4G high-speed data. It features a quad-core 1.2 GHz MediaTek processor. It's a 720 display with a pixel density of 312 pixels per inch. It's a LED backlit IPS LCD capacitive display. And it comes with about 4 gigs onboard storage, and about 2.5 of that is available to the user. But with this device, you can choose to insert an SD card, and it'll give you the option to have your SD card for your default on installing applications. And I'll go ahead and show you that right now. Under storage, you go into storage, and preferred install location, you can choose the SD card as your default, or you can have the system do it for you, and it will pick the best place to put the applications. It does have Bluetooth 4.0, micro USB 2.0, 8 megapixels on the back, 2 on the front, 1080p recording. It does have HDR recording. It ships with 4.2.1 Jelly Bean, and it has a lot of internals are MediaTek or brands that we wouldn't consider to be high-end, but this is a quad-core device and it performs very well. 1800 milliamp battery. The battery is phenomenal. You will get a full day out of this device, if not longer, for it to be an 1800 milliamp battery. It's going to do well. So the first thing I want to do is get into some web browsing. Let me clear the browser just to be sure it's nothing. Yeah, okay, so it's good. This is over T-Mobile's HSPA Plus network. So I'm going to go ahead and go to CNN. And you can see this is running over T-Mobile's 4G network. It's not LTE, but it is 4G. You can see how it renders the pages. It also has embedded flash, so that, well, it can play embedded videos. See how quickly it loads over T-Mobile's network is unbelievable. So I'll skip to the end. I didn't mean to do that. But look at how quickly it's buffering this video.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It's actually got a belly button, right?
It surely does.
Does it appear to be anatomically correct?
For the belly button, yes, sir.
All right. So, as the defendant described it to you.
And as you can see, the speaker becomes muffled once you lay it down because the speaker is on the back of the device right there. But as you saw there, web browsing is a plus. Get it there. I like it. Web browsing is good. It plays embedded videos. No need to open up a separate browser or anything. You can actually play it right here. You just watch it right there.
Is this the way he described it, in the area of his belly button?
Well, what's really important right now, sir, number one,
playing it right there.
Knees up.
And there you go. So web browsing obviously is going to be a huge plus. There's really not much to it. You web browse with this device, you'll be really happy. I'm just kind of clicking on some things so you can see. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to a full web browser and watch how it renders this page. Did I click on it? There we go. And this again is over T-Mobile's HSPA Plus network. Very fast. Pinch to zoom is nice. Everything is good on the device. So that is web browsing. As you can see here, the display is really nice. This is pretty much a stock device. It just has some customizations. You know, you do the 2 swipe down, 2 fingers down, or you do the 1 finger down, basically stock Android. You get all of your items here that you can click on. So if I click on Wi-Fi, it'll actually turn on Wi-Fi, no other shortcuts or no other places to go. So let's get into the camera. This has been one that everyone's been asking about. What is the camera interface? What does the camera interface look like? Well, here's the camera. It takes okay video. Video was kind of choppy. I shot a video. It wasn't the best. It didn't come out the best. I'll go ahead and post it so you can see it at the end of this video. It's alright. It's not the best. You'll see. And I could shoot another video, but I just wanted to shoot that one to make it fair. I just, shot the one, and that's all I'm going to do. It's not the best video, but it might have just been that particular video. So let's get into the settings here. This is the camera settings. Really not much to it. You got all your shooting modes here. These are all the little funny little things you can change them to. I think these are pretty cool. This is probably one of the nicer parts of this phone. Oops, sorry about that. You can actually change to all these different backgrounds. You can do a Santa face. It's just pretty crazy, man. That's something you'll have to get it and you can play with it yourself. That's pretty cool. But here's more settings. You see it has HDR, swinging switch mode. I don't know what that is. Continuous shot. You can change it up to 99 continuous shots. Isn't that something? Self timer, the usual. It defaults at 6 megapixel, but if you change it to 8, it kind of goes to the 4:3 ratio. We'll switch over to the video settings. Same thing with the video. There's not a lot to it. I like that you can turn the microphone off. I think that's cool. And that's it for the video settings and the camera settings. Not much to it. When it comes to build quality, it's a great build quality. The 8 megapixel on the back, it does pretty good. The video is the one I'm concerned with. Sound quality, let's get in. Let me see if I can see what music's on here. See if my little girl has some. I'll just play something on here. Let's just play this right here. When you swipe down, you can control it from up here. Speakers on the back. Very loud speaker. The ringtones can be set with music. It's very simple. You don't have to record. It doesn't require any kind of special ringtone maker or software or anything like that. You can just select a song and have it as your ringtone. I'm gonna show you it has a stock keyboard, so it's really nothing to it. It has a stock keyboard, and it's very responsive. It does very well. It's pretty good. What else can I tell you about this device? Overall, man, I think this device is not much to it. It's basically a Nexus type device from Blu. It's tremendous with the battery. It's only got an 1800 milliamp battery, but it is a phenomenal battery. So one thing I will do is I'll go ahead and go into the market and I'll do some benchmarks since I have it here for the techies out there. Let's spell it right. It's hard to do this behind the camera here. So I'll install Quadrant and I'll install Antutu. And T-Mobile's network is really fast, man. It really blazes through these downloads, man. This device, with it not being LTE, it's really good. I'm surprised at how nice and how quick the internet is on here, because it's not searching for service all the time, so it's doing pretty good. It keeps good signal. All right, so after this Antutu installs, we're gonna go ahead and run some benchmarks for you guys. So this is for the techies. It's installing. Alright, so let's clear everything out. let's go ahead and go to quadrant. We're going to run quadrant, run the full benchmark, and you'll be able to see where this device stacks up against the other ones and what kind of performance you'll get. I think overall though, dealing with this device, it's just kind of a no-brainer to get this device if you're not in a contract or you don't want to be on a contract. It's only $200 off contract, and it's a dual SIM card. It uses a micro SIM and it also uses a big SIM. That's pretty cool. So the second slot is just doesn't offer 3G or HSPA plus, but the main slot does, and it's cool. They run at the same time. You've got an SD card slot, comes in different colors. It's just an all-around well-built device. Power on it is enough for any user, and it's just a good device. I think you'll be extremely happy if you were to get this off contract. It's just kind of a no-brainer if you want Android, that is, excuse me. But if you want Windows Phone, obviously you need to go ahead and get the Nokia 521. So anyway, here is the Blu. This is where this one matches up. It brought in a 3759. So hey, for what it's worth, the MediaTek held up okay. Let's go ahead and do Antutu. And again, these benchmarks are subjective all the way. They're not something that makes or breaks the device. It's just one of those things that some people like to see. It's really not that bad. I think the average user would be extremely happy with this device. And at the end of this video, go ahead and be on the lookout. Well, don't be on the lookout. Go ahead and watch the video sample that I put up. I'm sorry. Go ahead and watch the video sample that I put up. And I didn't want to do it in a separate video, so I just did it in this video. So stick around to the end, and you'll see the video sample that I have. I'll pause for a second to let this go through. And it should be wrapping up here shortly. It's doing okay. The best that it can. Coming to a close. I'm gonna pause again, save some time. All right, now it should be wrapping up. Should be wrapping up any moment now. Coming to a close. Let's pause again. Okay, definitely getting closer to finish. There we go. 13,080. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Good enough for the average user, I can tell you that. So anyway, man, that is a full review for me for what I want to consider a full review on the Blu Life Play. Should you get this device? Oh yeah. Is it worth the money? Oh yeah. It's unlocked, dual SIM, SD card, quad band, or excuse me, quad core, quad band as well, yeah. And the most important thing is it runs on T-Mobile's HSPA Plus and AT&T's HSPA Plus network, so you get 4G speeds. I guess I could run a speed test. I'll go do that. Go ahead and do that. Let me pause real quick and install the app, and I'll be right back. Now your speeds are going to vary wherever you live. So this is just straight subjective. It doesn't mean anything. Internet speeds are fast on this device, and that's really all that counts. So let's open this up here. I'm going to clear everything out. And let's agree. Now let's do a test. I'm going to change it to, while that's running, let's see the actual megabits. Some people like to see it this way. I'm going to run it again now. So there you have it. Let's retest. And just so you know, anything over 1.5 is considered to be really good, but LTE obviously is a lot faster. But anything that's about 5 or more is really nice to have, because you shouldn't run into too many problems streaming. I'll run it one more time. And again, these speeds aren't something that everyone's going to get. Some people getting faster. I've done other speed tests where I got 8 on here. So that's not really an issue. This is just for this video. At this particular time, this is what I'm getting. And let me see if there's a closer server. Here's a closer server. There we go. So let's see if that gets us some good speed. So let's run them about the same. This device, the highest I've gotten is about 8 on it here in my house, and I think that's really good. But that is my full review for the Blu Life Play. The phone retails at the most. You shouldn't pay more than $229 for this device if you're searching for it. In other videos, people kept asking me where I got it from. Check eBay and check Amazon. Prices are going to vary, but that's just one of those things. So the Blu Life Play is definitely worth the money. It comes with all kind of cool accessories. You get a free case with it, a screen protector. It's just a good buy for off contract. You can't beat it. So that is the Blu Life Play. I've got it running on T-Mobile's HSPA Plus network. Your speeds will be different. Your experience with the device will be different. But ultimately, this is a good bang for your buck. What do I rate this device? You're not going to believe it. For basically a stock Android device at $200 off contract, SD card slot. The onboard storage doesn't matter with this device. It only comes with 4 gigs of onboard storage, but 2.5 of that is available. But all you do is put an SD card on there, and it defaults to the SD card. So let's go into settings, and this is what the settings made me look like. I didn't really go over this too much, but this is what it looks like. Let's go into about, and there you are. 4.2.1. People are asking me about updates. I don't know. I don't work for Blu. You know, I don't know what the updates are going to be like, but I can guarantee you that this device is well worth it. And for me, this particular device gets a 9.8. That's it, guys. See you in the next video.